We are set to race. They're off. Racing over 1 mile and 2.5 furlongs for the Sky Bet York Stakes. And a good start by Green Impact towards the inside. Certain Lad is away well. Ecurel Secret towards the outside, almost making a line of 3. Stanhope Gardens tucks in centre pack in company with Royal Champion. Almaqam has settled towards the rear of the field, and also towards the back is Bay City Roller. And there's 7 lengths separating the runners as they go through the first furlong and a half. It's Green Impact. The mauve jacket stars on the sleeves. Yellow Cap, who shows the way by 3/4 of a length to Certain Lad, the dark blue, with a striped cap racing second. Stanhope Gardens right behind the pace on the inside. Mauve jacket stars on the sleeves with the purple star on the white cap. Ecurel Secret out wide in the black and yellow colours, followed by Royal Champion, the yellow with the large black spots. Almaqam has settled nicely, racing second last, the yellow with the black epaulets, and the back marker Bay City Roller in the red and white is still about 7 lengths off the pace, which continues to be set by Green Impact, and they've turned left-handed on the top end of the track to make their way back down the side of the course. And up front it continues to be Green Impact, who shows the way by 3/4 of a length to Certain Lad racing in second. Stanhope Gardens right in the wing mirrors behind them in third position, followed through by Royal Champion as they turn for home. Behind those, Almaqam in 5th place is closing. Ecurel Secret is next, and Bay City Roller still towards the back. Down the straight they come, back towards the final 3.5 in the Sky Bet York Stakes. On the far side, Green Impact tackled by Certain Lad. Almaqam trying to pick up on the far side. Stanhope Gardens now asked for an effort as well. Royal Champion travelling well behind them towards the near side, the yellow with the black spots. Bay City Rollers trying to join in as well. There's plenty of chances here in the feature. Certain Lad tackled by Stanhope Gardens. Between horses right there is Green Impact towards the far side. Almaqam trying to get into top gear, and here's Royal Champion beginning to blast right over the top. Inside the furlong they go, and Royal Champion hits the front and starts to scorch away for Clifford Lee. Almaqam's giving chase in second, but it's Royal Champion inside the final half who's put this race to bed in no uncertain terms. Royal Champion scores in the Sky Bet York Stakes. Almaqam in second, clear of Ecurel Secret, followed through by Green Impact.
Royal Champion has won the Sky Bet York Stakes. Karl Burke trains Clifford Lee on board, and he's won tightly. He's won well in the end from Almaqam, who was held up early. He stayed on to get second Fred Walker and Kieran Schumark. And Ecurel Secret, who didn't travel early, he stayed on to snatch third for Richard Fye in O'Shinor.
Yeah, he's always been a really talented horse, Royal Champion, from day one, and he's had an interesting career. He went down under for a while, didn't he, and joined the Freedman Yard. Things didn't quite work out for him over there. Very lightly raced in his sort of time with Karl Burke. They've picked their spots with him. He's not had lots of racing over the last year while he's been with the stable, but when they have picked their spots, they've picked the right ones generally, and I think this has to go down as a career best performance for him, doesn't it, as a 7-year-old to win in that style. He travelled strongly, loomed up, and then he's really delivered off the bridle, which is what he didn't do at Royal Ascot. Perhaps, going back to Ascot, perhaps the ground was, he didn't find as much of the bridle at all that day as what he did here today. He did travel still quite well through the race, and maybe just the ground was a bit quick for him and he didn't let himself down on it, because he certainly let himself down today. And as I say, I think it has to go down as a career best performance for him to dispatch of a quality field like this.
They went quick, didn't they? The first 3 home were 3 of the last 4. I'm not watching it back for the first time, but there was no hanging around.
I thought early on they weren't rattling on, but they've probably got racing, far enough out. We'll get the sectional times through in a few moments now. But I thought at this point here that there wasn't as much pressure for the lead as I expected, and that they were only going a modest enough gallop through the first quarter mile or so. But they seem to get racing far enough out. Ecurel Secret got outpaced, but he's stuck on really admirably, hasn't he, for third place.
And Royal Champion, in fairness, he's a length and a half off the leader. Really.
Yeah. So I don't think they've gone a swinging gallop here. As I say,
there's Ecurel Secret. You see him, O'Shinor behind the bridle, second last, and looking beaten. He's going to finish third in the end.
Yeah, he's stayed on. I mean, he's looked like a horse at this level that probably wants to go up in trip a little bit more, hasn't he? Obviously, it's totally different to handicapping like he was when he tanked through that Epsom handicap and won well. Finishing speed percentage here just coming through around 105.3%, which is almost on par really. So it's just an evenly run race now from the initial look at the sectional times. But Royal Champion has absolutely tanked, hasn't he, here? His last horse off the bridle, Clifford Lee's rode him with a load of confidence, and then, as I say, today, unlike Ascot, he's delivered off the bridle.
Yeah, I rated 115 coming into this. Karl Burke's fine season continues, and he's just well on top at the end.
He is, yeah. He's really quickened away from them. His final furlong there was 12.17 seconds, which is about 0.2 seconds faster than any other horse in the field. Ecuroy Secret being the second quickest through the final furlong, which you could probably gauge from how he finished off. But you're looking at the winner being around a length quicker than the second fastest horse through the final furlong, and he's also travelled much better than anything through the race.
Okay, Royal Champion wins the Sky Bet York Stakes. That's tied up the full result.
So a turn up for the books in the Sky Bet York Stakes. A Royal Champion wins for Clifford Lee. Karl Burke in the colours of Sheikh Mohammed Obaid Al Maktoum has beaten Almaqam with Ecuroy Secret running on. 1 or 2 disappointments in behind, something for later in the day. Royal Champion returned at 8-1. Almaqam second, the 6-4 favourite.
The Sky Bet York Stakes went away of Royal Champion, 7 years young for Karl Burke and Clifford Lee on board. Nice surprise.
He done it very well, and yeah, it was a bit of a surprise.
He's bolted up and then. Talk us through the race. Did he go quick?
We went a nice even kill. We went. Normally he's quite a keen horse, but when I was sort of relaxed in behind them, I almost felt like we was going a nice gallop, and it was just a matter of picking them up coming into the last 2 furlongs.
And how he picked him up, Almaqam, obviously what he done the Brigadier Jared. You've got 3 3-year-olds with still good days ahead of them, and you bolted up in the end. Yeah,
it's very surprising how well he won it. I felt like there was a couple to beat going into this race, but then at the 2 pole when I looked across, I was the one to beat.
Prince of Wales was a deep race, obviously, Royal Ascot. Is the ground important to him?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, it's just on the easy side of good, but it's quite dead ground out there. He enjoyed that very much. He's a horse. I don't think he likes quick ground. He's got a big action. He travels really well, but no, the way he won today has possibly opened a few options for him.
It certainly has. Very impressive. Very well done.
Cheers, now. Thank you.
The Sky Bet York Stakes has been won by Royal Champion for this man Karl Burke. He hasn't won. He's bolted up. Well done.
Yeah, it was a great performance. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the replay. I haven't seen that yet, but look, he's obviously a high-class horse, but that was probably a step forward today.
When you see the replay, they went a nice gallop, an even gallop, that he was just a length away, pulled him out, and he's just well on top. There's not a lot to... There's no hard luck stories in behind, I don't feel.
No, I mean, again, I haven't watched the replay, but I was watching the other horses as he was travelling down to between the 3 and the 2, and they all seem to be coming off it, and he's a horse that's always shown a turn of foot. So, but Cliff said that was probably the best turn of foot he's shown in all the races he's ridden in there.
He's only had 5 starts for you, but the Winter Derby showed that turn of foot.
Exactly, and the listed race he won the first time, just at Christmas time. He's a high-class horse. I mean, he was just beating a neck at Woodbine for Roger Varian in the Group 1. That's an option to go for in the autumn, but I'll have to speak to Sheikh Mohammed Obaid and discuss that with him.
I was going to say, he's a 7-year-old gelding, so he could go in your travels, and he's a horse that, placed right, he could do really well.
Yeah, I mean, he has done well in the past, and I'm sure he can keep. He's holding that form, isn't he?
He's in the Irish Champion at Leopardstown.
Well,
horse more bubbles.
That looked a bit fanciful, but maybe not now.
Yeah, it could be an option, couldn't it? And is ground important or not really?
He wouldn't want it too soft.
Right.
No, I was a bit worried. I was hoping that the ground would be a bit quicker here for him, but it's drying out, and he's handled that really well. And he handles the all-weather, so it's riding a bit dead today, so similar to the all-weather, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's very, very impressive. Great performance once again by you. Well done.
Thanks, Noel. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thanks, Mark.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.